Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is Jason. This is Farm for Your Life. Farm for Your Life is it's a Farmville-ish type of game where you control. Well, it's more like Harvest Moon without the social aspect, which is, in my opinion, the boring part of Harvest Moon. It's a farming simulator, and also you run a restaurant, which you use your goods to sell to the various townsfolk for money and resources and experience and all this sort of jazz. So this is a very stylistic game. I had a little trouble there. I want to say it's kind of like a casual Facebook game without. It's like all the crappy parts taken out of it, like the energy system and the long grow times and stuff. But let's get into the game. We'll go straight into my story mode. I'm pretty far in the game, and I've unlocked a lot of stuff, so you'll see some later game aspects. So here's my farm. You get all sorts of different things, and you can actually automate it by hiring people to work on your farm and work on in your restaurant. And there's also another thing that's added to this game, which is a tower defense aspect, where your farm gets attacked by zombies, which live in this forest, and over here as well. And you use your crops to help defend. You create towers, which are these things, and you create a maze like I did. The tower defense isn't too hard, so you don't have to, if you're not a big fan of tower defense games, you don't have to worry too much about it. You can even turn it off if you don't even want to do that. But so here's my character. You can harvest all sorts of plants, which you can sell to either a merchant, or you can create restaurant or stuff in your restaurant. I'll explain the restaurant a little bit later. And you also have pets that you can farm. You can get milk from cows, and you can get eggs from chickens, and all this stuff will help you feed your people who are waiting in line at the restaurant. You can also research and get more people in your farm to help you, like run the restaurant or run the farm. You start off in a very small little plot, and you use your tools to dig into the ground. I'll use my thing. If I want to create a bigger farm, I can just dig some more plot right here, and then you water your plants. That's one of the things, and then you harvest your plants. You wait for them to grow. Each plant has a different type of has a different type of well, I just dug up one of my plants on accident. Has a different grow time, and they all have different properties. Like some of these are stronger as weapons. Like if you throw a pumpkin, you do a lot more damage. If you throw a piece of corn at an enemy, you have to feed your animals using your crops, which is, for instance, the cows eat this grass here that I just harvested, and your chickens eat grain, which is right here growing. You can also farm a lot more organized than I did, but I kind of didn't. As you can tell, I wasn't super organized with my farm. So there's day-night cycles. Nighttime you get attacked by zombies in the forest, and there's day cycles, and then there's different types of things you can buy from this trader. You have all your different types of seeds here, which unlocks slowly. Then you have scrap, which is basically currency that people buy food with. They'll also trade you like produce and seeds and like rare things for your upgrade system. I'll show you the leveling system here. In here is your skill tree, where it's most easiest to raise the skill tree by feeding people at your restaurant. So this is what happens when you go to the restaurant. People want some of your various dishes they have. So this guy wants a mixed salad, which I have somebody working in my restaurant, and he'll give me scrap, like an electronic scrap. Electronic scrap is to build like complicated stuff. So since I have somebody, she wants a fried egg and a glass of milk, and so I have that stuff. She's gonna go do that. This guy wants also a fried egg and glass of milk for that stuff. This one wants a tomato salad. So since I have somebody here working the restaurant, I don't have to worry about growing or doing it myself. But I'll show you what it is to craft something. So when you first learn a recipe, you have to train it, and this is what training is. So I'm learning how to make baked corn right now, and this is very much like a real restaurant. You throw your produce over the pot, and then you attack it with a knife. That's very much like normal restaurants. But you wanna, this only requires corn, so you wanna cut the corn only above the pot and make it fall in. And basically, the longer you take, the longer it takes to craft it in the restaurant. So if I accepted this recipe at 21 seconds, that's how long it would take for me or my hireling to create it. Or I can do it quicker, and it'll only take like 8 or 9 seconds if I do that quick. And this is the total construction time of your thing. After I cut this up real quick, I will show you what it's like to craft it. So now it's only gonna take 10 seconds, but I actually got it to 3-star. These other ones get pretty hard. Like pancake requires eggs, grain, honeybee, and apples, and it goes like super quick like this. And so I just put a pumpkin in there, and it kind of was wrong. So as you can see, the complicated recipes get kind of crazy, and that's why I have 1 stars on those. So I'm gonna cook baked corn. No, I'm gonna cook mixed veggies. This requires corn, potatoes, and tomatoes. So it's gonna tell me to go grab some corn, which is right here. So I put the corn in the pot. Now it wants potatoes. Put the potato in the pot. Tomato in the pot. And so now it's gonna create that. And then if I want to create drinks, I just have to click those. And then after my recipe's done, I would bring this corn or this mixed salad to the person that wants it, which nobody actually wants it. So I'm gonna clean the dish. After your people are done eating, you gotta wash the dishes, and then that's another thing. You gotta manage your dishes and how many you have and how many people you have here. And so it's about to become nighttime. So let's speed this up and show you the zombie mode. The tower defense. So I have somebody coming from over here. This is a corn to lure him onto the conveyor belt. I'm trying to get these zombies to go onto this conveyor belt. And yeah, so he ate his fill of corn. So over here I have my towers attacking these zombies. I have a catapult here that shoots pumpkins. I have corn here that shoots corns like a machine gun, and a pea shooter. Let's put that back down. Okay. Alright, so all my stuff here needs like water. So I have different things. Let's slow this down real quick. Alright, so that's my sprinkler I just picked up. I'll put the sprinkler back down. Alright, so here's the watering can. You water your crops by going to the pump and filling your watering can. And then you go to the plants that need water, like this one. Oh, I put the watering can down. And you give it some water. And then that one's good for a while. The bottom bar is water, top bar is health. You increase health by fertilizing it, which is what these things are. They need fertilization. And you can buy fertilizer from in here. And yeah, so you have the different crops. Alright, so these are the dudes. To get them to work for you, you have to make them dishes. So they want 2 potatoes and corn. So I'm gonna make a roasted corn to get somebody back in my restaurant, which only requires 1 corn. Once that's done, I'll get started on potato also. Once that's done, you can go down there. You have to hire them to get them originally to live here. You have to build them a tent, and you have to build them other things. So let me go back to the skill tree. I didn't go back to that very long, or do that very long. So you have things, you can upgrade your kitchen, you have sprinklers, you have tents, which are required to upgrade your ally, or to get people to work for you. And then you have your different tower defense type things, and other parts of your town, like chicken coop, and feeding trough, and then parts for your restaurant. Yeah, oh yeah, let me see, I'm gonna show you the forest now where the zombies are. To construct things for your town, you need to have wood and rock and stuff. And to get wood and rock, after your initial bit, you have to go into the forest, the zombie-infested forest. and you have to gather wood while dodging the zombies. If they hit you, you lose half of your gathered wood. And there's other things to do in here, like there's a crypt down here with some kind of a flower, and there's a bunch of things in here, and there's some various things to unlock as you upgrade your tools. You can go further. All right, so I got hit. I'm gonna lose half my resources that I just gathered. It's only in here though that you lose your resources, and you don't die in this game. You just get stunned. So yeah, that's essentially Farm Your Life. It's pretty fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I played it pretty much completely, almost completely through the game to this point without stopping, and that was probably about 6 hours. So I would say the average player is going to get between 6 and 8 hours of gameplay from this game. So it's definitely worth your purchase, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you like these kind of farming type games and tower defense, it's a very good combination. It looks nice, sounds nice, and plays nice. So I'm gonna put a link in the description if you want to try this out. So yeah, check it out. So thanks guys for watching. This is Jay Zen. This is Farm Your Life. See you next time.